Welcome, welcome, welcome to episode 81 of the show with no name. I'm your humble host, Nick, and today we're going to continue exploring this awesome old cemetery out here in Aguada, Puerto Rico. This cemetery goes by the name of the Cementerio Municipal Andres Vargas Chaparro. Let's get into this. As usual, in the beginning of this episode, I wanted to showcase some of the headstones and some of the statues that really caught my attention and stood out to me for whatever reason, whether they were painted nice or they had a lot of detail in them or they were just different from the rest, like this one here. I thought this above ground tomb was really unique. It's definitely a winner. Then I liked this Jesus piece right here as well. I thought it looked really good. The glass was still in mint condition, and just what an amazing above ground tomb right here. Francisco Matos Rivera was born on January 11th, 1915. He was a corporal in the U.S. Army during World War II. He passed away on October 26, 2007. Donato Rivera was born on February 17, 1919. He was a sergeant in the U.S. Army. He served in World War II and Korea. He passed away on July 1st, 1993. Mariano Rivera Mendez was born on July 4th, 1917. He served as a private first class in the United States Army during World War II. He passed away on August 22nd, 1995 at the age of 78. This is my final episode where I will be documenting this specific cemetery. And as you can see, I'm going to be spending most of my time over here in the organized part of the cemetery. And I still have lots of questions and wonder about this side as well, just as far as how you can tell which headstones are still visited by people and which headstones might have been left for a long time. As you can see, you got the flower pot headstone there, but then nothing right there. Then here in the next headstone, you got Jesus. I just wonder about that headstone that has nothing. Is there anybody that still comes to visit it? Or has it been left here for quite some time? It's questions like that that still puzzle me to this day as I research and explore these cemeteries, is these old abandoned graves and what's going to happen to them over time. Because I can see more and more people over time wanting to get buried out here in a cemetery like this, but There's just no room left for them. So are they going to remove some of these old abandoned graves to make room for new people? Or what are they going to do about that problem? How are they going to solve that problem? Because there are lots of gravestones out here in these old cemeteries that not only have they been abandoned by their family for years and years, but I don't think anybody even knows who they are anymore. The names are wore out of the gravestones and so on and so forth. And maybe there's a master record somewhere in the city or in the office at the cemetery itself. I don't know, but that's kind of one of my big questions that are still burning in my mind is, what are they going to do with these old abandoned tombs that they have out here at these cemeteries? And what do they do with them in general? I mean, this isn't the only place that is going through a similar situation. I think expansion is possibly a good idea, just because, like I said, so many people want to get buried in an awesome place like this that it might make a lot of sense just to keep expanding the cemeteries like they have been in the past. Because I know most of these cemeteries weren't as big as they are now in the beginning. They started in some centralized location and slowly spread out and spread out and spread out until the cemetery itself had to acquire more land to put more gravestones in, and so on and so forth. So they might have to do that again. Luis Orlando Rivera Ruiz was born on January 9th, 1932. He was a corporal in the U.S. Army, and he served in Korea. He passed away on June 11th, 2005. Isaias Rivera was born on November 15th, 1893. He served in the U.S. Army in World War I. He passed away on May 1st, 1991. He was 97 years old. Antulio Hernandez was born on December 19th, 1928. He was a private first class in the U.S. Army, and he served in Korea. He passed away on June 12th, 2012. I hope you enjoy the rest of the videos of this awesome cemetery that goes by the name of the Cementerio Municipal Andres Vargas Chaparro, here in the great Aguada, Puerto Rico. This is episode 81 and the final part to the documentation of this cemetery. Thank you. Documentary. Documentario. Documentario.